So hello, it's Madeline from Madeleine's Craft Room, and we're going to do a Facebook Live today, the last day of February, which is also the last day of celebration. Oh boy, all the good deals that are in this amazing celebration. I've been doing Stampin' Up for many years, and celebration is always the woohoo, the highlight. And instead of once a year, now we're getting it twice a year, so that's been a real wonderful blessing. But I wanted to just be able to show you a few of the products before they go. This one here is the one we're actually going to do tonight, and it is the Island Vibes. And I just finished a card. I got this idea from Sue Moore. I'm not sure how you say her name. I absolutely love her cards, and this is using the amazing silhouettes as well. But look how she has put the idea. I didn't do it exactly like hers, but using the beautiful greenery all around the sides. And inside I used the marvelous paper. Oh, it looks like somebody's there. Hello. And I just loved how simple that was, and yet how great it did all look together. And then, of course, the paper that goes with that one, where did I put it here, is, of course, the Celebration also is another one. Hi, Leanne. Yes, it's very wet today. Very, very wet and gloomy. And these are the marvelous paper. You have the bright side, and then you also have the more muted marble look. And that's what I did actually for this card here. So we've got that amazing paper. So with any purchase of anything that's on clearance or the mini catalog or the annual catalog, you can choose one of these free items. And here's the daffodil paper that goes so beautifully with our beautiful daffodils, which I have a class coming with the daffodils. So be watching for that in March. And then we have this stamp set, which my upline and friend Glenda Mollett made, and she also added a lot of bling to it. And she's catching a butterfly there. And so again, that is another one. And then we have the driving by, which I made two different ones. I went kind of wild with the hippie look and the DSP, and we have the good old Volkswagen vans. And then the cute little Volkswagen car, I did this particular one. And again, I'm using the marvelous paper. And again, just how beautiful that all goes together. I love it. And then, oops, put that card over there. And then we have the rainbow paper, which is this huge selection. And I really love it in that even if you're not wanting to do the bright side, we have all these other smaller print patterns that are on the other side. And so even if you're not into all the really bright rainbows, there is this other side, which is really nice for cards. So let's keep going. Another $60, of course, is our marvelous paper. And then the most adorable otter, which is this one. So you probably have seen, but if you haven't seen, I'll just quickly show you a few of the cards that I did with the otters. I did this one here, and I love how just using our clear embossy drops, I think they call them. But they're absolutely beautiful and make it look like water splashes. And then, of course, I did this one with the diorama, just to make it look really cute as he's popping through the little window. And of course, this adorable little guy, look at him holding his fish. So this is the last day, as they won't be in the next catalog, and it ends tonight. And so this is the Picture This dies that I used with all these cute little otters. And then I also did bring in some of the Seascape dies that we had for that. So that all blended really well together. Oops, and there was that stamp. And it also has this cute little car too. And you don't have to stamp the balloons. You could just use the car. And that way you can use it for lots of different ones. And then we have the next one, which is the bird. And this one is really cool because it comes with the stamp set and all these papers, and they are beautiful. I love the colors that are in there and a nice mix of colors. And then this beautiful sentiment stamp, which has a huge variety of bigger and little, and all kinds of occasions. So that has been great. And this is one card that I did using this designer paper, I should say, with the birds. And I made it into a fun fold card. I think we did this for Let's Create Together a few weeks ago. Or was it last month? Boy, time's flying by. So here we go. We're going to make another card. As you may have seen the first one that I did here with the greenery. But this time we are going to use, I'll just put that over there. We're going to use the pineapple. And by the way, this is how I store my rubber stamps, is I take the clear piece that we get in our on top of our stamps, and I put it so it sticks onto my DVD case, my stamp case, and then that way I always know where to put my stamp. But the biggest thing is I know if something's missing, and so I really love storing it that way instead of trying to fit it every time into the rubber. I don't like things that interfere with my stamping time. So what we're going to do is I am going to use my Stamparatus just in case I don't get the image as dark as I want it. And I think we're going to go with about that, maybe a little more this way. We're going to put that onto our plate. And now we're going to get this piece here. And I am just going to grab, oops, I didn't bring my, you have the magnets that you can use to attach your, or secure your paper. And I definitely like to use the magnets, but what I find hard is when you got a little piece, and I find then many times it lifts. So what I like to do is just kind of touch the double-sided tape that you can get, not through Stampin' Up, but I find in this case it works really good. And I just put that down, and I may have to position my stamp. I think I will. We're going to put the stamp in the middle. And of course we can put the magnets now on. So we'll put one on each side, just like that. And close her up, just like that. And now we get to work on our pineapple. So I saw somebody had colored the pineapple yellow, and I'm thinking, okay, that's inside the pineapple, but inside the pineapple, this is not inside. We want to be able to color the outside. So I'm using the dark soft suede, and I am just going to do the actual oh, what do they call that? Like a rind, a prickly rind. And I'm going to do it in a little bit. Actually, I should have probably started with the light, but it dries fairly quickly. So I'm just going to do a little bit here with the light as well. And then we know that this is going to dry a little bit, and I'll have to do the huff and puff. But first of all, we're going to now color a little bit on the top of our leaves, and I don't want them all being the same color, so I'm going to do a little of the light, wrong end, Old Olive, and then I'm going to do a little bit of the dark Old Olive, and then I'm also going to, I don't know, I'm taking a chance here, but I'm going to try a little bit of the Granny Green as well. Okay, so now I'm going to lift this up and take a huff and a puff because it dries out, and when you huff on it, then it will moisturize it a little bit. And press it down. And the reason I'm doing this with my Stamparatus is if I didn't quite get it dark enough. The nice thing is, even by using the blends, I won't be able to get the blends exactly where I had it before, and that's okay as long as we get enough color on there. See, and I did not. So this is the beauty. I guess too much of it dried up. So I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm only going to do the brown soft suede. Let's try doing this down right away. Guess my huff wasn't big enough. Oh, that was definitely enough. Oops. Okay, so let's do our green. And I think now that I have a few other colors, as you can see already on there, I'm going to do just the dark and then just press it down there real quick. And you can see as it's wet, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but when you're actually doing the stamping, you can see that it's a little bit wet. And this is the beauty of using a Stamparatus, because you can just keep putting it down and making sure you get the color you want. And I think that looks just fine. So now we're going to take this off. And you can see how this just did not, I mean, the magnets are super, super strong. But anyway, sometimes when you're doing the little ones, I find that then they do kind of move a little bit on you sometimes. So that's what I use, is double-sided tape, and it works every single time. So I'm going to put that aside. And here now we have our pineapple. Hey, Marcia! There she is. Oh, yes, pineapple. Isn't that ever cute? And it has the real marks. I mean, it looks very realistic. So what we're going to do here is we have a white card base that I'm going to use. And I thought of using the yellow. This is daffodil yellow, because that is the color of the inside of the pineapple, not the outside. Now, I did have a piece of my rainbow paper, and I thought, you know, you could actually make that with your card too, and that would look quite nice. But I'm going to stick with the yellow. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on the back side of this, and or whatever adhesive you like to use. I like my multi-purpose Tombow glue. I was doing something earlier, and it's sure nice that you have a little bit of wiggle to get it exactly where you want. Whoops. Let's move that right over there. All right. So now we've got the beautiful yellow. Now, we're going to make a decision here. I need your help. I was thinking, oh, it's Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. I was thinking we could use our nice white ribbon, and we could either put one in the middle or two on each side, and then we could just mount it like this. Or do we just put it on like that? And then I also have some embellishments. I was thinking, what is yellow? And we have the In Color, which has some yellow. Oops, this doesn't want to stay off of there. We have some of these, which are kind of the yellow tones that I was thinking. So what do you think? Do you think it looks nicer if we put a strip of the white behind it? Give me an idea, and I'm going to put some glue on the back of my pineapple while you have a chance to respond. So do we add the white ribbon or not? It's a white frayed ribbon in it. It does look really pretty, but we don't want to make too much maybe for the card. I am using the scallop contour dies, and that is this one here. I use these ones for so many things, and I'm using both of them tonight, the two different sizes. And again, that's what's so beautiful. You like it without. Okay. Everybody else agree? Are we putting the white ribbon on it or not? It might focus more on just the pineapple. You think so? Marilyn! Hello, Marilyn! We're just getting everybody's idea as to whether or not you want to put this ribbon on here first before we attach the pineapple. And then the other, yum, pineapple. Yes, exactly. And I bet you had some when you went down south. My mom would always tell me about the beautiful fruit that she would be able to eat there. And then we could either choose a happy birthday or, oh, here, how about just say hello? How about that one? That might be a good one. Let's see it again with the ribbon. Okay, here we go. Here would be the ribbon, and here's the pineapple. Decisions. In the meantime, I'll get my Picket tool so we could put some embellishments on. And I'm going to put some, what do you call them? Dimensionals on the back of our sentiment and our contour die with the pineapple. Did we get anybody else's idea? I don't see anybody saying it yet. I'm going to start putting these on. And let's see. What are you thinking? Let's put 2 on this one. Oops, not 2. Or 2, not 3. All right, did we get an answer? Leanne says without ribbon. Yep, I think so too. Okay, so let's do it. The vote is no ribbon. So we're going to put this on here. We'll just take the dimensionals off. And we're going to, oh, actually now I should put 2 more in the middle if I'm not, whoopsie, I'm throwing dimensionals around here. There we go. We'll put 2 more just to support it a little more since we don't have the ribbon there. Okay, and we're going to put this down. I think that's level. Sometimes it's really hard with the camera in your face. And then, maybe just right there. I think on the bottom looks better. Okay, and then we can put our, let's see, I don't want to cover the whole thing. Just a little bit of green showing. What do you think? Okay, now our embellishments. Where are we going to put our embellishments? Are we going to put them scattered? Or are we going to put 3 maybe in a row? Another choice. I'm going to try to pick this up, which I'm not doing very good today. What do you think? Should we put 3 down here or scatter them? Anybody have your... I'll just wait another second for you to decide. Did anybody make a decision yet? Want to see what it looks like? Let's see. If we did 3, I won't press down too hard. Or should we scatter them? What do you think, ladies? Should we scatter them or put them in a bling on the sentiment? Okay. Well, then maybe we should scatter them, should we? I better use my... I'm afraid if I use the... Oh, no, that worked good. Let's put 1 there. Okay, we'll scatter them. Let's put 1 over here. What do you think? Does that work? So here are 2 card ideas with our island vibes. Aren't they cute? So yes, a pineapple looks mighty tasty right now. So there we go. So if you haven't got your stuff from Sale-a-bration, we only have a few hours left. So be sure to check it out. And thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a good night. And yeah, thanks for joining this Facebook Live, and for those of you that are going to catch it on the replay, thanks very much. You can go to Madeleine's Craft Room and you can check out all my classes. I have my newsletter coming out. I'm a little slow, but it will be coming out by tomorrow, and for the whole month of March and what we're going to do. And we've got some exciting classes planned and some fun stuff as well. So be sure to be watching for that and check it out. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. So thanks, ladies. Bye for now.